Bristol Motor Speedway, for the third straight time, hosts the opening race of the Reebok Cup Series Season 5. The Busch brothers are on the front row, including Kurt Busch, who was a huge championship contender last season, and his brother Kyle Busch, who is a two-time defending winner of this race. Carl Edwards is in 10th. He is the defending champion of this series and looks to keep his strong run going with a good finish here today at Bristol. Starting 6th is also a new driver in the 4-car of Kevin Harvick. Let's see what he can do today as he starts 6th at Bristol. We'll see who takes the victory here at Bristol. On row 1, we have the 41 car of Kurt Busch and the 18 car of Kyle Busch. Rolling off in row 2, we have the 16 of Greg Biffle and the 88 car of Dale Earnhardt Jr. In row 3, we have the 22 car of Joey Logano and the 4 car of Kevin Harvick and the Stewart-Haas Chevrolet. In row 4, we have the 11 car of Denny Hamlin and the 24 car of Jeff Gordon. Rolling off in row 5, we have the 2 car of Brad Keselowski and the 99 car of Carl Edwards. In row 6, we have the 48 car of Jimmy Johnson and the 9 car of Marcus Ambrose. In row 7, we have the 20 car of Matt Kenseth and the 1 car of Jamie McMurray. In row 8, we have the 14 car of Tony Stewart and the 5 car of Casey Kane. Rolling off in row 9, we have the 42 car of Kyle Larson and the 15 of Clint Bowyer. In row 10, we have the 55 car of Brian Vickers and the 10 car of Danica Patrick. In row 11, we have the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and the rookie Austin Dillon in the 33. And rounding out the field, in row 12, we have the 27 of Paul Menard and the 43 of Eric Almirola. We're off to turn 4. We're green flag racing here in Bristol. Kurt Busch leads them down into turn 1 down the back straightaway. Biffle's looking around him, but Kurt Busch is going to lead the first lap here at Bristol. Now Kyle Busch is looking on the outside, but Biffle's going to hold on second. We've got a crash already. Menard around and Stenhouse into the outside wall. Stenhouse is around it. Menard and Patrick involved as well. Austin Dillon down pit road. Here's another look at what happens. Looks like Stenhouse gets into the 27 off of turn 4. Turns it back up in front of the 10. Nowhere for Stenhouse to go. Lap 3 underway. Kurt Busch holds a slight advantage over Biffle on the inside, but Biffle's going to surge ahead on the outside. Here comes Kyle Busch on the inside looking for the lead. Greg Biffle holds on lap 4 now, on board with Kyle Busch. He's looking around the 16 of Greg Biffle, and Kurt Busch is going to move into second away from Joey Logano. Matt Kenseth picking up a few positions on the inside there. Then, we got a crash. Brian Vickers is around Larson as well as Gordon and Almirola. Kyle Larson is involved. Brian Vickers upside down, and it looks like Gordon got into the back of the 55. A great job by him to avoid hitting all those drivers and just stacked up, and Gordon got ran into by Almirola. And Biffle's going to lead now here on the outside line. He chooses the outside on the restart, but Kurt Busch is going to pull it to the inside and take the lead. 4 laps to go. Joey Logano on the outside. Here comes Matt Kenseth into the picture. But Kurt Busch has the advantage now, slightly over Greg Biffle. 3 laps to go. Denny Hamlin now in 3rd, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. moving up to 6th, but Brad Keselowski going to challenge him with just 2 laps to go. Now, Greg Biffle's looking to the inside. Kurt Busch, he gets loose. Can Busch hang on? And Biffle's going to take the lead. White flag. Can Busch get around him? Down the back straightaway into turn 3. Here comes Kurt Busch. And Kurt Busch wins at Bristol. Kurt Busch barely edges out the 16 of Greg Biffle to get his first win in the Reebok Cup Series. It comes in a very close race over Greg Biffle, with Denny Hamlin coming home 3rd, his teammate Matt Kenseth in 4th. Joey Logano is 5th, Dale Earnhardt Jr. 6th, Brad Keselowski finishes 7th, and Kevin Harvick 8th in his new ride. 9th is Jamie McMurray, 10th is Marcus Ambrose. He had a really bad season last year. Kyle Busch 11th, Jimmy Johnson 12th, and defending champion Carl Edwards in 13th, Clint Bowyer 14th, Tony Stewart 15th, and Casey Kane is in 16th. And at the bottom end of the results, we have Austin Dillon in his very first start, Kyle Larson in 18th, Vickers 19th, Jeff Gordon comes home 20th after being involved in that wreck, Almirola 21st, Stenhouse 22nd, Menard 23rd, and Danica Patrick in 24th. After one race, Kurt Busch holds a 3-point advantage over Greg Biffle and Denny Hamlin, as well as his teammate Matt Kenseth sitting in 3rd and 4th. Joey Logano is in 5th, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. 6th. He's looking to improve on his past seasons, and Kevin Harvick looking to have a shot at this championship. Jamie McMurray 9th. He took off last season, but now looks to make the chase this season. Marcus Ambrose in 10th. Kyle Busch in 11th. Carl Edwards is looking to defend his championship. We'll see if he can do that here in this season. Austin Dillon in 17th. He's beating one of last year's rookies, Kyle Larson, in 18th. Brian Vickers also making his first start in 19th, as well as Paul Menard in 23rd. He's also making his first start. He'll help to do better the rest of the season.